We're back, bitches.
Yo, what's up?
We've been away for 2 weeks. We told you guys we were going to be away for a while.
Yeah, WWE 13, baby.
And this bad motherfucker right here.
Oh, yeah. Assassin's Creed 3, the GameStop edition even.
Haven't played the shit yet. I've seen him play it. Looks actually pretty good.
It's epic, y'all.
We're back with our Raw review here tonight. And 6 days before Survivor Series.
The only question I can really come up with here is, why is Ryback in the main event at Survivor Series again? Seems like he's not even really a part of the whole feud. That just, I don't know, it bugs me.
I think creative is scrambling, to be honest with you, to get buy rates and shit like that.
I mean, they've been dragging this whole thing between AJ and Vicky out, and I'm having a hard time thinking there's going to be a match between the two. I also have a hard time thinking anybody would care if they did.
I'm not going to lie to you, we missed the first half hour of Raw because of this right here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to talk about what we missed, but what we did see. The AJ Vicky shit. They need to lead this to a match, get this over with. That's my true feelings on this. Vicky Guerrero as general manager, done to death. The authority figure, nobody can beat Mr. Vince McMahon. We've said that time and time again.
It's true.
Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, we had a couple of good matches. That one thing, the tag team division is actually.
No, I was talking about the AJ Vicky thing.
Oh,
then we were gonna.
Yeah, sorry, I got off topic there. Right, we're still talking about AJ Vicky. Well, I mean, it's stupid. They need to just resolve it and have it be done. I honestly don't want to see Vicky as the general manager of Monday Night Raw. Because frankly, she's annoying. No offense, Eddie. But I mean, if they're gonna just keep doing it to death, they've done John Cena's Superman face thing to death,
which we'll get to that later. All right, yeah, AJ Vicky, get it over with. Next thing, I guess we're gonna talk about. As you all know, we don't go in order. We just talk about what we feel. Good to see the King back.
Yeah.
Sad to see JR go. Same time.
True. I would have liked to have seen it be King and JR for a little while and see Michael Cole go out for the night. Yeah,
it would have been a nice little throwback for one night only.
Yep.
But, guys, let's face it, Michael Cole, I know a lot of people don't like him. I think he's an okay commentator in his own right.
He's a decent commentator, but he's no JR.
No, he'll never be JR. He's great in his own right. Like, preferably, SmackDown is his show. I can tolerate Michael Cole on SmackDown.
Yeah, I always thought, Michael Cole and Taz on SmackDown worked great, but...
Or Michael Cole on JBL. Speaking of which, welcome back, JBL.
JBL, yeah.
Speaking of politicians and people, hey, Linda.
Oh.
$100 million in the last 2 years.
Hey, Vince, how's that feel? That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it does. I bet you it does. But, yeah, JBL, maybe he could get you your millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way, speaking of the primetime players, those guys in Primo and Epico lost to Tyson Kidd, Justin Gabriel, Rey Mysterio, and Sin Cara tonight in what would be the match of the night. Granted, it was fast-paced. It was a little short. Could have gone a little longer.
But it was still a good match,
Yeah.
And you saw some good moves out of both teams. You had Mysterio and Sin Cara with Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd, and then you had Black John Cena and Black Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And the two Mexican dudes.
Primo and Epico.
Primo and Epico.
Yeah. The tag team division, Triple H, you're doing a damn good job, dude. Got to give you credit. Let's see. Low point of the night.
The game's the man.
Low point of the night easily. I know we mentioned Jerry Lawler earlier. Punk coming out and making light of Lawler's heart attack. Even if Lawler agreed to this, which I know people are going to say, Lawler agreed to it. You shouldn't complain. Well, here's what it is, guys.
Creative should have never gone that way with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a low point. It's easily the worst thing you can do. I mean, yeah, I know it really happened. And the thing that made me feel uncomfortable is why'd they have to show it?
Yeah, seriously. Why'd they have to show the EMTs working on Jerry Lawler in the back?
Yeah.
And besides that, why does Mick Foley have to mention the fact, we know that Jerry Lawler was technically dead for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Look, he's back. We don't need to talk about all that no more.
Yeah, it's time to move forward. I mean, Jerry Lawler should never step in the ring again. I'm just going to call it like it is. I want to see.
True.
I don't want to see.
Didn't we have, right after it happened, didn't we have like 3 or 4 weeks of Michael Cole mentioning the fact that Jerry Lawler recently had a heart attack, so he's not there.
And they had to have Paul Heyman mock Jerry Lawler's heart attack. Are you serious?
That's almost worse than CM Punk making fun of it.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't blame Paul Heyman and CM Punk. They were doing their jobs, but creative, seriously, guys. This is what you guys have written out. You wonder why wrestling fans are tuning away? This is exactly why. This is the thing that people find kind of offensive. And they have a hard time getting into the product and defending it because of actions like this. Mm-hmm. So think about the choices you're making. You're a PG environment. You did the Susan G. Komen cancer. You're doing all you can to clean up your image. And this heart attack stuff, you don't think politicians and people are going to want to come after your company now? Think again, guys. Think about your actions.
Yeah, you got to think about doing... Before you do shit like that, you got to think, is this going to be good for the product? Is it going to be good for the company? And the fact is, no. Because it's just messed up. Look, you don't make fun of somebody who just had a heart attack. I mean, it's like I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but when I was in high school, nobody picked on the handicapped kids. Why? Because you just don't. All right? Yeah. It's just fucked up.
It's a cruel society we live in, though, man.
It is.
That's the sad part about it. I'm physically disabled. It's something that not a lot of people know about me, but now you guys know that. And, you know, I'm brave enough to admit it. But, yeah, it's just something you don't do. I believe everybody should be treated the way they deserve to be treated. Well, I believe in that philosophy.
I'm fat.
No, you're not, dude. I don't think so.
That has really nothing to do with anything. Oh, right, no, I'm big bad.
Yeah, but WWE, please don't do that. Even if Lawler agreed to it, I don't care if he did or not. I find that offensive. You should not go down the low road.
No, there's no reason to do that.
There's better things to do. Even during the Attitude Era, there were things that were questionable that I go back on and say that they shouldn't have done that.
Well, right, and like, they didn't do that. They had enough respect for JR not to do that after he had his Bell's palsy attack back in '99. They didn't go on about it when Owen died in '99, and thank God for that. Not to mention they didn't go on about it when Eddie died either.
Yeah.
You just don't.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay, and let's see, what else is there really to talk about?
Well, we had
CM Punk not CM Punk.
But Ryback versus the referee guy,
Brad Maddox.
Brad Maddox.
Already forgetting him.
Yeah, we're already forgetting the guy.
Yeah, didn't he say that was a name we'd never forget? And yet here we are.
We don't even know who the guy really is. I mean, I know he's a referee. I know he was in FCW. He's a developmental guy. They're probably going to repackage him because I don't think he's got the look. I think he needs to build a little bit more. He doesn't have the look that Vince McMahon particularly wants. Vince McMahon wants the big, huge, muscly dudes. Brad Maddox is not that guy right now.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. But give Brad Maddox some training, give him some work, especially on his mic skills. He looked nervous as hell cutting a promo. I think the guy honestly is green as grass. But time will tell.
He also got his ass kicked by Ryback.
Yeah, well, you kind of knew that was going to happen. I thought originally the kid was going to win.
I kind of felt that way too, actually.
I was kind of wanting to see that because now that Ryback already suffered his first loss, he's vulnerable, he's human, he can get beat. I mean, once you suffer your first loss, you're pretty much vulnerable again. Mm-hmm. That's how it goes.
And actually, speaking of Ryback, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, he's just the modern, the modern version of
Goldberg.
The new version of Goldberg. But look, they actually did something that WCW should have done with Goldberg back in the day, which was have him lose a lot sooner than he did.
Yep.
Because if they had dragged out the undefeated streak even near as long as they did with Goldberg, it would have killed Ryback, and that was part of what ended up killing WCW. They just went too far, and then they didn't have anybody.
Yeah, he grown
because the streak was over, they had nothing else.
Yeah, he grown too stale in a matter of time, and luckily they had Ryback lose and do the job quick. I mean, granted, I know people aren't going to be happy about that, but speaking of things people are probably not going to be happy about, Survivor Series is this Sunday, and I know CM Punk most likely will walk out with the championship, which, keeping my fingers crossed, hopefully he does. But I'm a little worried that it's just not going to happen.
Well, yeah, it's possible. I mean, going against both Ryback and John Cena, It's a possibility that he might not. I mean, if they decide to go with Superman, then John Cena wins. If they decide to go with the Incredible Hulk champion, then Ryback wins. But I kind of think, the way I see it going is I think they're going to keep him as the champion until Royal Rumble. And then when The Rock comes back, and he'll face Punk at Royal Rumble, and then The Rock will win the belt, and Cena will win the Royal Rumble match itself, and we'll have Rock and Cena for the title at WrestleMania.
And I'm going to call my prediction now. John Cena wins the match at WrestleMania.
I'd have to probably agree with that. Simply
being, you cannot have a past guy beat your top draw twice in a year. You can't have him beat him 2 times.
Even if it's The Rock. And The Rock's...
I love The Rock. I mean, The Rock is one of the greatest ever, but the thing is, what sense would it make to have The Rock beat John Cena at back-to-back WrestleManias? It wouldn't make sense. Yeah. The way you do this, Cena wins this one, and then the third and final time, WrestleMania 30. You end this. I don't care who wins that match, but that's what I want to see. The best of 3. 1-1, 1-1.
And I wanted to comment, you actually mentioned this earlier, while I'm thinking of it, that Triple H is trying to get Sting to sign a contract with the WWE.
Yeah, that's.
And I'd love to see that, even if it's just a one-time thing and he just gets him for, like, WrestleMania, for example. I would love to see Sting versus Taker at WrestleMania. I think I'm not the only one that feels that way, at least I would hope not.
But, no, you're not. Trust me.
Yeah. I would love to see that match happen.
There's millions and millions of fans who have been waiting since 1997 to see that match happen. Okay, World Heavyweight title time. Sheamus, Big Show. Big Show should keep the belt.
I think he should.
Yeah. And by the way, I want to take a personal time to thank you for serving our country. Happy Veterans Day.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Not a problem. Hoorah, CVs.
Yeah. Happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there. I know it was yesterday, but we thought we'd take the time to say thank you.
All my boys in the armed services. Boys and girls, for that matter.
Yeah, this man served 5 years in our military, so thank you very much for that.
Yes, thank you.
2 tours to the Middle East, 1 to Iraq. And
yeah, cannot wait to see tribute to the troops in December. But yeah, back to the topic. Big Show Sheamus. Big Show needs to keep the belt. I think it would be a refreshing change of pace.
Yeah.
Sheamus was champion for I want to say close to 6 months. But now Big Show's got it, and he's at the end of his career, so who knows? Let's see. The way we're going to end this Raw, CM Punk, John Cena, didn't disappoint. It was a very good match. I enjoyed it for what it was. Here's my take on it. Whoever gets the last laugh on TV, the champion will get the last laugh at the pay-per-view. CM Punk wins at the pay-per-view. That's my prediction.
Makes sense. That makes sense. I am so tired of Cena's fucking Superman thing. You look at it. First Punk gets him in the Anaconda Device, and Cena manages to move backwards and get his feet to the ropes. Then Punk hits the GTS, but Cena grabs onto his leg and turns it over into an STF. But Cena hits one FUAA, whatever you want to call it.
And it's over.
And that's it. I mean, seriously? Come on. He should have at least kicked out of it one time to make it look, somewhat even.
Yeah, but, time constraints, I can understand that. Cena won. It is what it is, but Punk retains the title on Sunday. That's my official prediction. As for Survivor Series itself, we're probably not going to be watching it due to the fact that, this guy, he's got finals coming up, and I ain't going to lie to you, I'm just not interested in seeing Survivor Series.
I can't blame you there.
Not to mention Thanksgiving is next week, and by the way, we want to wish all you and your families a happy Thanksgiving. We'll be doing the same thing again next week, wishing you guys a happy holiday season. And before we go, our last Raw review is going to be December 18th, the week before Christmas, more than likely, so we're just giving you guys an update on our schedule.
Last one for this year, in any case.
Yeah, last one for the year, but that's about it. Okay, any final thoughts?
They got, the creative has some stuff to work on. They need to come up with some better stuff. And they don't ever pull that shit again with, the whole thing with the heart attack that we talked about. Don't do that.
Yeah,
just
please,
don't.
Please. I was uncomfortable with that.
And that kind of...
even if Jerry agreed to it.
Yeah, and that kind of threw it off.
Yeah.
Threw me off for the night. And
it kind of ruined the night for me.
Yeah.
But, well,
There you are.
There you are. There's Monday Night Raw. Good Raw. Decent Raw. What do you think?
Pretty good Raw. Epic game.
Yeah. All right, folks, and we're out. Peace.